I feel you need to relax. You are sounding frustrated. And most of the things that they talk is either repetitive or negative. Why do I need to relax? Maybe this is the way I talk. I make a lot of faces when I see people who have never been into the airlines, never been a cabin crew, forget the same airline, never been a cabin crew, and then talking and giving their 2 cents about, well, I'm just speaking the truth. So, and I don't understand what has it got to do with my nationality. Yes, I'm an Indian, and what is the problem about it? I see everybody doing the same. Sort of a toxic culture also which is there in domestic airlines. Some are just concealing the fact, but these things are never written in a contract of a company, specifically in Middle East. Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the different types of comments. Mostly some of them are quite weird, some of them need to be addressed. But this video that I'm going to pick up today is around 2 years old. I shot this video 2 years back where I discussed disadvantages of working with an airline, which is Middle East airline, Qatar Airways, where I worked for a very long time period. And this was very well requested while I had just started making these videos. So if you're interested, you want to know what all the types of comments are I'm going to cover in this video, then keep on watching. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, then please go ahead, subscribe to my channel. If you're not following me on my Instagram, go ahead, follow me on my Instagram channel. I'll leave all the links in the description box. Let's get into the video. In this video, you must have seen the thumbnail, seems quite interesting, which is why you're all here. So this video that I created 2 years back is this one right here. I will also leave the link here. You can go ahead and watch it here or here somewhere. You can go ahead and watch this video. It's around 40 minutes, not scripted, purely by my experience, what has happened. It's truth, facts, nothing else. And I've also made a similar video about advantages. So both advantages and disadvantages of working in Middle East, and it's very specific to Qatar Airways, which is pretty much the same for all three airlines, the top 3 airlines in the Middle East being Emirates, Etihad and Qatar Airways. So the purpose of this video was to give you a heads up if you have to know the advantages, and if at all you have to join an airline because of its advantages, you should be well aware of what are the disadvantages. Again, different people, mindsets and priorities or preferences. So let's start. I am going to be taking, and I'll be looking constantly down because that's my laptop. I only have one phone, so I'm going to be talking about the comments. I've picked up a few comments, 10 to 15 comments that I'd like to address here. And while I was scrolling after so long, because this video has gained around 100k plus, which is very good actually. There's another video about my resume that has crossed this number, and I'm extremely happy about it, that my experience and the actual facts have reached masses. So I'm really happy about it. But with a lot of audience, there came a very prominent amount of messages. They were not so pleasant to read but have to be addressed. So I'm going to take these few comments, constantly looking down because I'm reading it through my laptop, and I will be reacting to it. Oh. The comment number 1 is, you must have been informed about these rules and regulations before you started working. So you could have chosen not to accept them. Just my opinions. So that's fine. As just an information, just an opinion. So just an information, like a little bit of, because this video was made 2 years back. This was the only video where I did not end the video by saying please put down your comments or suggestions, whatever, because it is not that type of a video where you would require. I believe I haven't. And I'm doing this because you asked for it, and there's nothing that I made up. I'm not complaining, I'm not ranting, I'm not bringing bad image to whatever. This is the kind of messages that I've received here. So yeah, just my opinion. Welcome to write your opinions, but I would like to inform everybody that this is the internal culture. These things are never written in a contract of a company, specifically in Middle East. Pick up any contract of anywhere. The culture is not something that is written there. The rules and regulations, these things are not written anywhere. Right? So, and with so much details, it's when you get into an industry, you get into an airline, you be with them for some time, and you get to know what is the actual story. And this is what you face when you are working there for a very longer period of time. This is not going to be in your contract, and most of the people, if they get to know about it, they will definitely not go ahead with it. So neither me nor anyone else would have known this, but now because of social media, there is so much information, some logical, illogical, some misinformation, mostly misinformation, but this information is here because a lot of people have taken this initiative of talking about their experiences. Some are just concealing the fact, but what I've told in this video is actual rules which happens, and you will only get to know this once you're there. So actually you should be thankful that I have mentioned all these things. But yes, all these regulations, rules, etc. are not told to you when you join. None of these is even mentioned during induction, like maybe 10 to 15% of it is told to you during induction, and with not so much of clarity, so you will never know it. Next comment, I think I've spent a lot of time on this. I feel you need to relax, you are sounding frustrated. Why do I need to relax? Maybe this is infomania. This is something that, see, I have a way of talking. 2 years back, I was very different. Now, I've also grown up. You'll see the difference if you go ahead and check my YouTube channel. You'll see a lot of change. So this is the way I talk. I make a lot of faces. You'll see I'm very expressive. And it's not easy to talk in one go for 40 minutes. And I'm talking the truths, the facts. I'm constantly thinking and telling you what has happened. So there is a body language which is involved. There is a feeling that is there. That is coming from what I've experienced, and it's a mixed feeling thought. So I don't know what you mean here with I need to relax. Maybe you need to relax, because I'm definitely not frustrated. This is what happens there, and I'm just bringing you out the truth. Next comment. I work for Air India as a cabin crew, and that's the atmosphere, and the atmosphere is good. Even after the Tatas, I was thinking to switch to Qatar Airways as I'm about to complete my 5-year contract. I was regretting not filling the recent recruitment form by QR, but after watching this video, I don't regret my decision. Will continue working here at my home base. Money is not everything. Mental peace is more important. Also, we have so many crew from QR who got terminated and currently working in Air India. Very happy sharing deadly stories. Lol. So, first of all, because I've also worked in domestic airlines, I'll tell you that all the things that I've shared in this video are not just limited to what happens in the Middle East only. There is sort of a toxic culture also which is there in domestic airlines. People know it, they are okay with it, they agree to work with it. So I would say 50 to 60% of things are similar in domestic airlines also. So it's not about that this video has changed your mind completely, that you don't want to be a part of airline industry or a specific airline. Definitely money is not everything, and most of you will agree to this once you reach a stage where money is not important and family is much more than everything, or different priorities. I'm not here to judge anyone. So yes, mental peace is important, and at a point in time you might or might not feel it, and then you will have your own decisions to make, who you want to prioritize and what you want to prioritize, right? So yes, people might be saying another thing. A lot of people came to YouTube with a lot of negativity. So when I started doing YouTube and talking about my experience, there was not a lot of people who were talking about their experiences. I think 1 year back, I see everybody doing the same, and most of the things that they talk is either repetitive or negative. There is also good, but not as much as I feel, but it's just the same repetition of things that has been told. Now, it is also depending upon who is talking and what they are sharing. Sometimes it's 100% truth, sometimes it's not. Now, I'm not here to judge anyone, but yes, speaking from experience, as far as my video is concerned, everything is true, and I respect your decision of not proceeding with QR. I wish you all the best with Air India. All right, next comment. But you're Indian. Your people always protected one another in this airline. I'm surprised you're complaining, lol. First of all, where am I complaining? I'm not. When I made this video, I was not working in that airline anymore. I resigned on very good terms. In fact, if you've gone ahead and checked my video, why did I resign? The way I talk, I think this is one of those videos where I say will be a heart-to-heart talk, and it is definitely not complaining. I don't know, a lot of people are thinking that I'm ranting or complaining. Well, I'm just speaking the truth. And if truth feels like complaining or ranting to you, it's your problem, right? So, and I don't understand what has it got to do with my nationality. Yes, I'm an Indian, and what is the problem about it? And your people are, what do you mean your people are always protected? I don't feel people are always protected. In fact, we have a lot of people from the same nationalities backbiting or bitching or complaining or doing things that they shouldn't be doing. And I'm sure that's not new. So I don't understand, you're an Indian and you're protected. You've protected one another in this airline. People are not protecting each other, and your colleagues of similar nationalities are not going to do anything. It's not like a union that we create. Similar nationalities work together and they're not going to complain about it. You are highly mistaken. Nothing of that sort's work. I'm sure you haven't worked as much in the same airline, and if you have, you definitely got a wrong picture. Maybe you had a very bad experience or something, or you have a different preoccupied mind or a preconception about Indians altogether. But I'm surprised, why would you use a nationality or Indian? I'm surprised. I don't know. First of all, I'm not complaining, and why are you surprised? Even I am surprised. What makes you surprised? Anyway, next, this is a bigger one. My sister has been working there for long, and she finds Qatar Airways the most beautiful company in the world. That's really good. She feels blessed to be a part of this company every single day of her life. It depends what you're looking for. If serving and caring for people is what you love and that's why you joined, then no doubt you can't have a better company than this. That's not completely true, because of the reason you mentioned. If you are looking for serving and caring for people, you should join NGOs or Red Cross Society, volunteer work where you actually care for people. You can become a nurse. You can do that for free. So if that is something that interests you, you are choosing the wrong industry, You're choosing the wrong industry, first of all, and that's definitely not one of the reasons to find this company the best. That's why you joined the company. No doubt you can have a better company. We are proud and happy the way Qatar Airways treats its employees. We are happy. Are you also a part of it? My sister, I feel that you are not a part of the airline, so I would say that somebody who's not worked in an airline themselves will never be able to judge what it actually is to be a part of such an airline. So you need to be there to talk about that airline, which is why I am very surprised when I see people who have never been into the airlines, never been a cabin crew, forget the same airline, never been a cabin crew, and then talking and giving their 2 cents about and talking so much about the profession. I don't know how. Even Google company, which is considered one of the most desired companies, not liked by some employees. Doesn't mean that company is not good place to work. That we'll know if you're working in Google, right? And I will not mention here what are the benefits, perks you get by Qatar Airways as an employee, but those who are interested, please research from a right source. Yes, I think I am the best source. You have a video. If you had good browsing skills, you will go ahead and check my advantages video where I've talked amazing things. I think one of the greatest benefits that this airline provides. In nowhere I am promoting the airline in that video, and in no way I am trying to put down this airline or tarnish the image of the airline, or complaining or ranting or something that makes you question the credibility of my source. Believe me, if your attitude is right, this company is most caring and finest company to be, more than a family. Again, I would say, I will ask you once you are a part of this airline, again, different priorities, different people, maybe you have your reasons to work, but my answer to you would be that my attitude, I have worked in this airline, in fact in the aviation industry, and I'm still very much a part of it, and that speaks volumes about my attitude, right? So next comment, I don't understand those who complain but stay for 10 years in the job. Make it sense. Make it make sense. Did you lose your job after this video? You definitely need to go ahead and check my channel more, browse, and you will know the answer for this. If I lost my job after this video, I have another thing to mention here. If I was in the airline, I would never have got the time, and I would never risk my job to make these videos, right? Specifically in uniforms, or even a little bit of TMI, extra information is, I wouldn't have indulged in anything that would talk about recruitment process, the inside information, or earning in any way being in the airline, because contract clearly says that you cannot indulge in any second job or any other profession, any other part-time job, specifically where you are helping people get a job in the airline where you're working. So you know what I'm talking about, and earning money from that source is not allowed, is illegal, and then you can be prosecuted for this. You are not allowed, you're under a legal agreement, you cannot do any of such things. So if I was in the airline, I would never do this. And just think about it, after losing the job, if I would have made this video, that would make much more sense. Not that after making this video I lost my job, then I would have made another video saying, oh I lost my job because the company did this to me. So that video is missing. I don't understand why. Again, I think I'm not really complaining, it's just that I think I have concisely, briefly mentioned 10 to 12 points which are the major disadvantages of working in a company, in an industry, and I in no means think that saying the truth is complaining. I don't know why people are where are you getting all this from? And I stayed there because I liked it, and I liked it, which is why I'm still into it. So it has got nothing to do with I was complaining and still being with it. I've just mentioned two sides of the coin, which is one advantages and one disadvantages. I don't see the point of people raising or putting fingers. Next, I think that for each company there are rules, and you should adhere to these rules before signing this contract. Before signing the contract, you are told of these rules and signed with agreement of all parties. Adam Edward. I'm not sure if you've ever worked as a cabin crew specifically for this industry, and I don't see any industry where they will tell you about the internal culture and every little thing in detail that you face, or that are some changes that are introduced when you're working in the airline. So I really want to put this thing out. Nothing is very openly told. There is no open culture like this where they will tell you everything. No, it does not work that way. But you should be thankful that these videos are out from people like us and experienced people who are sharing all this information that can help you make a wiser decision. Yes, so we didn't know about anything, and I agree there are rules by every company, which is why I was working with this airline for such a long time. And I am proud to be a part of it, and I have no problems working with them again, provided I want to work with them again. After you make, another comment, after you make money from those companies, you talk bad about them. Would have been better if you stay in your own country from the very beginning, and then there is a puke emoji. I don't understand if it's a comment or it's something that you're trying to give out. Negativity, toxicity back at you. I made money, and there's a person who wrote, wow, losing your job because of a keychain is looking out of your bag is insane. I'm shocked. Thank you for the very informative video. So different comments under one thread. So for Intisar Noor, after you make money, I make money from this company because I worked very hard, consistently, with a very clean record, which is why the company kept me, because I gave my 100% into it, and which made me money. So it works both way. I was not earning for free. And reiterating it, I think for the infinity time, fourth, fifth time already, that it is a disadvantage that I'm telling you as a piece of information. It is not ranting or complaining. You need to get things right. Every rule that she mentioned, if we see it in a way, they are to protect us in general. Exactly why I have stayed there. So people are just judging my video of disadvantages, and they're thinking that it is my way, that I'm imagining it and this is how I want to portray my life. No, go ahead and check out the advantages. I'm just talking from the information point of view. Disadvantages, advantages, that's it. I haven't said what I liked, what I did not like, why would I want to do this or what I wouldn't want to do that. So don't judge anyone, right? This is something that you asked, and now you're like, instead of being thankful, you people are just putting fingers, right? Plus, every job is uncertain. Need not to defame an airline. This is not defaming an airline. Talking truth about an industry or an airline or any airline in the Middle East which is very similar is not defaming. This is the truth. And I'm being honest with my followers, with my subscribers. I am sharing my experience, which is 100% the fact, the truth. You will see hundreds of comments which are from ex-colleagues. People agree to it because they have been a part of the industry as well as the same company, not from random people who have no clue. So I'm not trying to defame anyone. It's not my perspective. It is a rule in the company. It's not my own stories, right? So gotta sacrifice stuff to earn in your life. Yes, we sacrificed on family life, personal life, and a lot of other things, right? A lot, schedules and hundreds of things. And that is my decision, and I respect that, the airline, and I'm not complaining about it. So I think these are two very different things are being mixed at this point in time. And then people who have gone ahead and also supported me. I'm not saying that I need validation, but I'm thankful that some people are understanding the fact, because it is out and about. It is out there as an informational piece for you all. She said nothing but the truth. Exactly. She worked for about a decade, and that's very true. Twinkle, no one is perfect. I'm pretty sure you were able to feed your family or someone close to you because of Qatar Airways. I'm also working there for 10 years, never had an issue. I always consider Qatar Airways as my second family, which I really love. They have helped me a lot in so many challenging times. I'm sorry, no offense. Absolutely, Umar, no offense. You have your own opinion, I have mine. I respect the time that you've given to the company, and I'm very thankful to the company for whatever they have given me. But I was able to feed my family because I was working hard for it. I love the company. They are a great company to work with, given so much to me. I'm not denying the fact, but I don't know, giving out this piece of information that you also somewhere know is very true should not make me look like a villain, right? So I don't understand. I agree with you. The company is amazing for me, but this is nothing but the fact and the truth. You see, people have written, so what, she has worked hard to earn, she's doing her job, and in return we're getting money. Exactly. Company is not feeding me for free. In fact, not this company, any other company is not feeding me for free, but this has not gone to my head ever. I've done my work with 100% conviction, loyalty, and given my 100% to it. And I've never complained about it. I have a right to express, but what I'm expressing is I'm trying to educate people here. I'm educating people about what's the truth. There is no agenda behind it. Then there's another comment right below that. Democracy, yes, it's hard to see such people too loyal and dedicated to a company that they don't even realize now that they no longer have human rights and freedom. I will not really go out and comment on this because this is a very general comment. Some people obviously from different regions, location, continents, places, everyone has a different thinking, priorities, preferences, and some people might find a company like this a jail. Some people might just disregard everything and be thankful for what they're getting. I have no problems with this. Who am I to judge, in fact? But yes, if you find it that it's a good company, good career for you for whatever time, please go ahead and try it, because a lot of people are not even getting a chance to work here. Forget chance, not even a chance to interview for this company. There's a great career, great opportunity, do not miss it. Next comment, this is not with only Qatar, this is with most of airlines. I also work with an airline. In my company as well, I've seen managers who worked 15-20 years and trainers getting suspended. For normal executive, it's very normal. They see little things and find excuses to terminate. I agree. They will not, if not little excuses, but they will never excuse anyone on the basis of your tenure with the company if you're a very senior person, because if you're senior, you tend to get complacent, and that's something that QR does not tolerate. So it doesn't matter who you are, a pilot, very senior pilot, a very senior manager, a cabin crew, junior, intern, whatever. The rules are same for everyone. So they will not tolerate any misconduct by anyone. Very true. It's very simple though. Follow rules and you should be fine. I was flying for Emirates for over 12 years. Unfortunately, crew think that they are too special and want to bend rules to their liking. Every job has policies and procedures. Follow them. You just can't get the perks but not want other parts. Favored. Nice that I see one of my colleagues from Emirates who's flown a very good period of time, and I'm happy that you took the time to comment. But I think, my friend, you've not been able to understand the motive of this video and what I'm trying to say. Again, I think I'm even tired of saying this thing again and again. Nobody, not except me, I think if there is a crew who tries to bend the rules, they will not be in the company anymore. And I was definitely not one of them, because had my most of my working career in this airline, right? So definitely not one of those. I was definitely following. I'm someone, if you're an OG follower, you would know that I'm someone who's very happy with rules, discipline. In fact, I'm a promoter of rules, discipline. This is why, hence QR, and I've been able to last with them for long and I have no problems with it. But I think you've not been able to understand what I am trying to say. People will complain unnecessarily, bro. The policies and restrictions depends on some beneficial purposes, bro. You are absolutely right, bro. I think I worked for QA for more than 6 years with the company, became a senior also. I also went through everything. Looks like being a crew, whatever. I think I'm just tired of saying this. People thinking that I'm complaining. That you really need to look at the purpose of what I'm saying, and you really need to go ahead and watch other videos of mine, and including the advantages. I'm done with this complaining part. Every person who talks about the negative part and disadvantages, they feel that it's just complaining. So you really need to see, you have to have an open mind to listen to everything. I'm not abusing anyone, especially you, so I don't understand the meaning for or the need for these comments. Now I absolutely know why Qatar Airways hires so frequently. You can also share your advice to new candidates to sustain and survive in that job role up to a maximum duration, as most newbies are very young, things are neglected somehow. Now that's a great comment. Not because this person is in any way trying to back me up or validate my comments or my video in general, but yes, in fact, it's a very good observation that Qatar Airways hires frequently. In fact, their hiring is constantly going on in different parts of the world. Why? Because the rate of attrition is also high, which talks heaps about the company and their culture. So very good observation here. And absolutely what I would have shared, I think I've talked about this in my video, that staying low profile, following rules 100% and doing your job to 100% will definitely help you sustain and survive in this job role to a maximum duration. And yes, it will be very beneficial for newbies, since they're not really aware and it's very difficult for them to cope up and just settle down in such an environment. Honestly, I've seen so many videos highlighting the pros and cons, but they are somewhere the same points. But you told the points that are not told by anyone. Great job. Happy to see your video. Chandni Dinani. Yes, because this is coming from me, someone who has spent most of her aviation career in this airline. So I know what I'm talking about, and I'm talking from experience, not from Googling or listening to someone else's video and trying to put it in my own words. This is coming here, and the reason why everybody I've received 100k plus views on this video has a reason behind it, and it's absolutely true. And I'm really proud about making this video. Not over proud or overconfident, but I'm very happy and proud to do this and bring out such information to you. I didn't expect anything else from this nationality, to be honest. Just keep in mind that Westerners and Western companies are not like that, and we are not used to saying I'm sorry even if they push us. Just different point of view. She's expressing her point of view based on facts. I didn't expect anything from this nationality, to be honest. So this video is about Qatar Airways and not about a nationality, which is Indians. So I don't understand why are you... Okay, I'm sorry. I think I've just... Okay, wait, let me read this again. From this nationality. So now ambiguity. Is it about Indians or is it about Arabics? Again, I'm not someone who is very happy talking about religion or nationality, so I wouldn't really elaborate this thing much. But this is something that we know, we get to know about this culture during training and within very few months of starting the job. So I don't think, in fact, I'd like to differ here. I think one of the sweetest, see, there are different kinds of people in every nationality, but I think one of the sweetest and some of the most easygoing people are from this culture, this nationality. Now ambiguity is which one, and yes, there are difficult people, but that's common in every nationality and every kind of industry, and that's just people, has got nothing to do with their religion or nationality. So, and yes, Thank you. I'm just expressing my point of view. Yeah, because the company is full of Indians who just support each other and ignore other nationalities. Favoritism is so real over there. Even food in a canteen oriented only towards Indians like Europeans or South Americans do not exist and must love biryani. Well, I have to say biryani is loved by everyone. Naan, dal makhni and paneer and everything is, I think every person who stays in Qatar has an Indian friend. They would know about Indian food and it is much loved around the world. So I don't think there is a big deal or what is the problem about it. Until and unless you have a problem with us Indians, I'm sure you've had a very bad experience with Indians, and I'm sure you were not a part of the airline for a very long period of time since you did not like it. But favoritism is real there. If it was there that they would want only Indians, they would not recruit anybody else. But yes, if they want to recruit Indians, that is because of some particular skills or peculiar things that they want from the nationality. If they have hired Indians in a good number, it's not that we are the only nationality that have high numbers in this airline. We have more Filipinos, we have so many Asians, Thai, Eastern European girls and boys. I don't think that they are biased. In fact, I strongly believe they're not biased. In the canteen, you cannot expect them to give you out cuisines of things that are generally expensive and are not going to be that famous, right? So it is prepared as to popularity. And as far as I remember, in the canteen, you could order things and you don't stay in the canteen of a place for a very long time. I don't think it is a very big problem if food is making you think like they are biased towards Indians. But something that I'm getting from such comments is that non-Indians are not really happy about the number of Indians there in general. Although I personally have not met a lot of people. Thankfully, luckily, I've been surrounded by so many non-Indians and they were so nice and sweet to each other. So I'm really thankful. I think it's just about the people and how you think, and a few people cannot change. Maria, so cute to see some people obsessed with QR still licking its ass even in comments here. Guys, it's not okay to have such rules and restrictions. You are human beings and deserve to be treated with respect. So I think again it's a very good example of how different people think. It's definitely not about exhibiting a certain kind of behavior or how you're being sweet to someone. Just because you are a part of this, the things are very different once you need the job or you like the job or you have a certain behavior. Some people are born and brought up and treated in a certain way from very start. So it's normal for us. For example, us Indians, we are born and brought up in a different way and we are very thankful for things that come in. I'm talking about me because I'm an Indian and I know how things are. But I would not say we are the only nationality who thinks this way. I think it's just the similar cultures and how people have been born and brought up in their life. So yes, I agree that rules and restrictions are important and they should not make you feel restricted. They should work for you. But again, people are different. If everybody was very well behaved, we didn't have to have these rules in the first place, which is why I really feel that some of the rules are very important and some which I don't like I have mentioned in the video itself. So please go ahead and watch it. Miss Twinkle Anand, I think whatever you are now and femme, I think this tag you got by Qatar Airways because it's a #1 airline in the world. Of course, you were capable and fit for that position. Please don't blame an airline like this. So Minhas Qadri, I'm not blaming an airline. I am not blaming an airline for anything. In fact, I have gone out and about saying this thing that I'm very thankful for whatever the airline has given me, but it has worked both the way. I did my work 100% and I was remunerated for that. That does not change for any airline in the world, but I would not deny if it was not QR, if it was not such a good company, there would be changes in the way I have been shaped up, and I will definitely never forget what I am because of this airline, but not only because of the airline, because you'll see hundreds and thousands of people being associated with the airline and they are all different, right? So I hope you understand what I mean. I don't need to be like a slave to anyone. I am very thankful, but I cannot give my life because of that. Keeping that apart, it is just a piece of information that I gave out, no agenda behind it, and I'm not blaming an airline, right? Believe me, everywhere is the same. When you are working for someone, then you are a servant. But the things you're saying about this job, screw that. I won't even how much they pay good. Once I was watching one YouTube video, very old guy driving rickshaw, his knee got infection. So the interviewer asked him, why you don't find some job you don't have to drive rickshaw? And he said, no, driving rickshaw is better because I'm free and whenever I want to work, I will work. If I don't, I go home. Robin, you've definitely never been a part of a cabin crew industry or an aviation industry. And if you're trying to say that being a rickshaw puller, no offense to anyone, is better than being a cabin crew or being a servant to anyone, no offense, but it's not. You're wrong here. And nobody is no one's servant. You need to change your mindset. Really, you need to. And the story is very lame actually. And yes, if you're someone who wants freedom in a job, I think this is one of the jobs that gives you a lot of freedom. Yes, you have to make some sacrifices that you're staying away from your family, but that's your own choice. If this is the choice you make, yes, but you're going to be stuck and losing your freedom in a 9-to-5 job more, because more than half of the time that you are free, so-called free, will be with traffic. You will spend a lot of time taking and doing your office work at home. So you are stuck irrespective. So I don't really agree with this perspective of yours. Come to Canada and you will see here, when they fire you from your job, they will call you, and some companies bring security guard and escort you. Well, I also don't agree. I'm sure it's not the same, and we have a lot of people migrating to Canada. I definitely don't have any plans to go there, so thank you for the invitation, but no thank you. And I'm sure this is not the way how people are treated in Canada, unless they deserve to do, they've done something that they deserve to get such a treatment. They have to work standing all day. Again, lunch break, you sign for it. You don't like it, you don't complain, you come back, you're getting something out of it, right? So if you're still there, it's a choice you make. But if you're telling us the reality, I don't quite agree with you. The air butlers feels the pain after cutting salary. Think about ground butlers also. They suffer more than you. When have I said that I'm suffering? I'm not suffering. And just to give you a check, like a reality check, people are dying to suffer like me, or people who are like me, or any other cabin crew in this world. So we are not suffering. Hello. And I don't call myself air butlers. You really need to get a better mindset to think out of the box, and definitely not think like this. Anyway, I think the video is almost like, the video is become very, very, very long. I did not expect the video to become this longer, but I think I had to address a few of these comments. This is just a way of talking to you. I was scrolling through my video and I thought this is one of the way to put some light on what people think about this company, since a lot of you are joining the airline and a lot of recruitments are on. I hope this video makes or helps you make wiser and better decisions. If you have any comment now, without any negativity, toxicity, or trying to belittle anyone or me or judge anyone, then you're more than welcome to put it down in the comment section below. If you have any questions, also more than welcome. If you like this video, do go ahead and like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.